Gilberto Ramirez was scheduled to fight.
Ken, how do you come in 7.5, whatever the hell it was, pounds?
He was going to fight Gabe Rosado. So you know that this is a showcase for Ramirez. He's going to like tune up. Gabe Rosado is a game guy, tough as nails, but he's there to get hit. You know.
Listen, he's an old warhorse. I mean, he's fought everybody, and he's in there. He's in
but
there.
He's on his farewell tour though, Teddy. He's like,
yeah.
So Gilberto Ramirez,
His career, look, everything is about relativity of it. At this point in his career, Rosado has, as I often say, he's got a lot of miles on the odometer. And he's shot one. I mean,
but he's got a name. He's got a name. He's the perfect guy for Ramirez. He's up in weight. He campaigned at a lower weight class. Anyway, it was clear what the fight was all about. He came in. Ramirez comes in 7.5.
So it was all about getting Ramirez back up with a win.
Yep, exactly. So he screwed up, but he screwed everyone involved, his trainers, Rosado, everyone who was supposed to get paid, he screwed up. And I guarantee you that Rosado was like, I don't care if he's 100 pounds over, we're doing this, but I guarantee the athletic commission was like, nope, this is too much. This is a bridge too far. No amount of money, we're not letting this happen, because they knew you can look at that on paper and know what it is. Now you're going to give him a 7.5 pound advantage, like you're going to get someone killed. I think that whoever made the decision made the right decision. That wouldn't have been healthy or good for anyone. What are your thoughts?
We shouldn't be given, I agree, but we shouldn't have to be given accolades and medals out to people to do what their job is to do.
Of course, 100%.
But too often we do it because they don't do what they're supposed to do. Too often we'll see commissions that do allow these fights, do allow mismatch. And next week it'll be another mismatch somewhere that's allowed, that somebody's put in danger because the commission doesn't do their job or an appropriate job for what they're there for, to make sure that the fighters are protected and looked out for. They're not going to do that. And, who at the end of the day, they did the right thing. Maybe they were forced to do the right thing, but who knows how much pressure wasn't on them. But at the end of the day, look, we knock people when they do the wrong thing. We will give them credit for doing the right thing. But again, I had to qualify it by saying, boy, it's a shame in boxing. You got to give credit to people in boxing because they did the right thing, because so often they don't do the freaking right thing.
You know what else bothers me about that, Teddy? I feel like after, let's say 3-4 pounds, I don't even think it should be on the opponent to accept it. There should be a rule, because what happens? What happens is
they abided by the rule. You can only lose a certain amount of your body percentage of your body weight. So. But
sometimes they put the opponent in the position where, okay, he'll forfeit 20% of his purse if you take the fight. And it's kind of like, yeah, but I don't even like when they let that kid make a choice, because it's a no-win situation.
All right, but it depends. There's a cutoff of weight. Like if he was 4 pounds over, they probably would have let that happen. But once it gets over that mark, whatever that mark is, I don't remember. I used to know. But whatever it is, and it's different in different states anyway. But once it gets over that red line, if you will, where, the commission has deemed it inappropriate to allow them to fight now, to make them lose that kind of body weight. Now the fight has to be canceled. But under that, they let them lose the weight. They let them go and lose. And if they don't lose the weight, as you said, they make a financial deal where the opponent will get, as you said, 20%, whatever it is, of the opponent's, purse. But and that's dangerous stuff. That's slippery slope stuff. There's no doubt about it.
You remember when they both made weight, but I was talking to someone about this morning. You remember when Arturo Gatti fought Joey Gamache, and he put on, but he made weight, but the weight difference was so insanely different in the class of fighter. It was so different. He almost killed Joey Gamache. They stretched him out. I mean, I don't think he fought again.
They sued the commission on that, and I
was at that fight in New York at the theater. Oh yeah, I was there. It was scary.
The former lightweight champ got hurt, and I'll tell you, it was not only almost tragic, but there was talk about that there was more underhanded stuff, unscrupulous stuff that might have went on as far as the scale. So who knows? At the end of the day, I don't remember exactly how it was settled. I think Gamache won the lawsuit, but he didn't really get any punishment money or any punitive damages, money, whatever it was. I don't remember exactly. We could look it up if we have to and see exactly how it was settled. I think actually my close friend and one of the lawyers for my foundation, Keith Sullivan, who's a tremendous lawyer, tremendous man, tremendous person, works for the foundation for years, pro bono, just like my daughter, just like David Berlin, also another one that's involved in boxing. And he works for Dimitri Salita, the promoter that's based now out of Detroit, but he's originally from Brooklyn. He was a fighter. He's doing a good job. But Keith Sullivan was involved in it. And again, I don't know exactly how it wound up being settled, but at the end of the day, Joey Gamache, when he got in the ring, Arturo Gatti, I think they showed the weights where Gatti might have been, don't hold me to this, but he might have been close to 30 pounds heavier than him.
I was going to say, I thought it was 21, but it could, it was, I mean, they look like two different. They looked completely
30,
different.
Whatever. But, that he put on that much. So it begs to ask, did he put on that much, which is possible, with the water, and he was dried out, and he was dehydrated. Did he put that much weight back on, which apparently he did? Or was part of it some funny business that ain't so funny as far as the legitimacy of the weigh-in?
Yeah, Rob got us the official statement. Gamache said he suffered brain damage as a result of the brutal knockout. He was hospitalized for 12 days. The case was tried and decided by Judge Melvin Schweitzer, who found the state negligent in its lax handling of the pre-fight weigh-in. Gamache was not awarded any damages, as Schweitzer was not convinced that the negligence was a substantial factor in causing Gamache's injury. Interesting. Gamache considered the verdict a win, as it acknowledged the New York State Athletic Commission's negligence.
Yeah, no, I had it right. So, yeah, but it's funny that a judge, that they found that they were negligent, that the commission was negligent in the weigh-in. That means, I would think, doesn't that attach to that they put the fighter in harm's way? I would say that goes along, right? You don't have to be a lawyer, I don't think, to kind of figure. You don't have to be the great Pedro, my friend.
Pedro Esquire.
Yeah, you don't have to be him to, I think, and I'm sure he'll be watching us, to figure out that once they said that, there was negligence in the way that the commission, the New York Sports Athletic Commission, handled the weigh-in. I would attach that to then the negligent. They put, in other words, wouldn't that kind of automatically attach to that they put the fighter in harm's way? And if they put the fighters in harm's way, and he got knocked out, and he was hurt, which obviously he was, that there should be some, punitive damage awarded for that injury. An injury that would not have occurred if the commission did their job, which is basically what was settled and what came about from the hearing and the case. I don't know.